Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye, and tonight people, I'm back with another topic, another creative epic content people. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, boy, what's the topic today? What are we here to speak about today? And people, today we're here to speak about life as a black man. Now, we all know what's going on out here, man. It's not a secret like that, and obviously we know a lot of people are not fully woke, but we can see what's going on clearly out here, and life as a black man, people, you can see that black people are enslaved, and no one seems to respect black people like that. And you can see, because of all the spiritual wickedness going on, black people are literally being let down by even black people. So you'll see, in times like these, people, where as a black man, I'm struggling to actually, I'm struggling to put my trust in another black man, because that same black man there, if he's got a bad mind and he's corrupted, he can turn against me just like that. And this is where you can see what's going on in the black community right now. You can see all the black brothers killing black brothers, all the black sisters are selling out their black sisters. And when you look at the black community, people, it's a mess. So life as a black man, people, it's not easy out here. It's not easy at all. A lot of people experience a lot of racism and things like that. With me, I've experienced racism a few times, but when it comes to racism, people, it's not something that I take serious. It's not something that I put on my head. If someone's being racist, like, I'm going to get angry and so on and so on. A lot of the time, I just look at the person and say, this person's an idiot. And a lot of the time, you'll see that the person is probably being racist in front of your face, but at the same time, when you look at the person, you realise that the person doesn't even deserve a response from you, because when you check it out, you can see that person, he's on his way down. And you'll notice in life, people that are racist, they're not confident within themselves. They ain't got nothing going on for themselves. And there's a reason why they seem to hate black people. Now, if we're talking about the world, people, we're talking about life. I think the reason why black people get a lot of hate, black men get a lot of hate, and it's always going to go back to the truth, people. Black people was the first people on the earth. You get me? And no one can take away the truth from the fact from that. And unfortunately, black people were built very special. You get what I'm saying? And this has been a hate crime since going back to the ancient days, when cannibals used to hunt down black people and eat black people's flesh. This is probably why human meat is on a rise out there, and there's a lot of human trafficking going on, if you know what I mean, people. So staying on the topic, even though this is part of the topic, life as a black man, spiritually, you have to know what you're on out here. You have to know what you're doing, because I used to live my life, people, in the physical realms. And in the physical realms, people, you might as well say your spirit's dead. You might as well say your spirit's dead. And you're just a black man out here being controlled, being spiritually pushed around, dumbed down. And people get a thrill out of this. All the other communities get a thrill out of this, especially the Jewish community. Now, I ain't got nothing against the Jewish people. Don't hold me accountable for talking the truth. We know how you lot are like, but I don't care. But at the same time, people, black men are looked down by all of these people, like the Indian people, the white people, the Chinese people, the Jewish people. People, they look at black people that say we're a piece of shit. You get me? They look at black men and think, oh, you get me? But when you check it out, when it comes to spirituality and a lot of these things, if you look at a lot of our black people and what we can actually do, people actually stand up, and black people even stop fighting against each other, and even know that, listen, black people, us black people, we're powerful, you know. We're powerful. Now, when I say things like this, I'm not saying witchcraft and voodoo and all of these things are good, but when I check it out, people, a lot of people got some pretty skills out here. When it comes to doing voodoo and magic and all of these things, black people going like they're pharaohs and that. You get me? And if all of these black people was to put all of this energy into fighting against the government and fighting against the system, I believe black people will come back on top of everything. You get me? So with that being said, I'm just being honest. There's a lot of black people out here, they're doing a little voodoo, witchcraft, and that shit is damaging. But that's what I'm saying, they're doing evil with it. And black people are doing these evil things to black people. And it was even black people that taught the white people how to do these type of things. Because when they went to our third world country and stole from our people, and our people started selling out our people and learning the reptilian way of cannibalism, that's how black people became corrupt. So black people have been corrupt from before money became a thing. Just selling out and doing evil for the colonizers is what a lot of your black ancestors done. And that's why there's so much black corrupt brothers out here running around mad out here. You get me? Life as a black man from a young age growing up, even in the communities, it's like you're locked up in a community full of black brothers. Every day you wake up, you play outside with each other, you call each other's phone, you message each other, you do everything together. And then as you get a bit older, it's like you're forced to join a gang. And when I say you're forced to join a gang, it's like the government is forcing the black brothers to join gangs and to start gangs. You get what I'm saying, people? Because when we got a bit older, like I said, you would be surprised to know the people that you grew up with and started playing all these running around the estate games with Kiss Chase or playing football, volley, walls, end to end in the football pitch. When you check it out, people, we grew up playing games. We grew up what we called playing out, playing in the community, with each other's parents, knowing us and calling our name, and we're calling them auntie, you right auntie, you right uncle. we grew up in that cycle. But at the end of the day, the next cycle is the dark side of things. The dark side of a black man growing up in a community where people don't come out here and speak about it much. But the dark side of things where it comes with the devil's playground, that a lot of us black men don't know spiritually what's going on. And when I look back at things now, I see a lot of my friends then that I grew up with, and they're all black, and there's a lot of white brothers as well, and Moroccan brothers and all of them things there. We're all one. You get me? But a lot of brothers sold out, and a lot of them became corrupt. Now I'm only finding this out now, and I'm like 30 years old. So imagine how long that's been going on, and you'd be surprised to know that's why there's so many family sacrifice going on and friends sacrifice going on. You get what I'm saying, people? It starts from in the mind, and it starts from in the family, it starts from in the homes. So if the black community is doing all of these things, how can us black men, how can people and other race out there look at us as, you know what, black people are doing good things, you know, and yeah, they're looking at us all the time and saying, look, them saying fuckers are up to no good. And spiritually, in the spiritual realms, it's them, other races, that is holding us down to do these things. So with that being said, people, what I just explained and spoke and speak about there, you can clearly see that black men are being programmed to stand in the neighborhoods and smoke weed in the estates and in the block, programmed to buy guns and knives and say they're going to start fighting for a postcode, stabbing up their other brothers over postcode wars, start calling each other stupid nicknames. Been there, done it. You get me? And they don't pay. And when you check it out, that's why you see there's a lot of black men again in prison right now. And a lot of them, it doesn't hit them when they get in there, you know, when they start seeing 1, 2 friends, or then you start meeting other clowns on the wing. Oh, my boy, yo, we say you in there now, yeah? That's how they behave. That's how they behave and go on when they get to jail. But you know, when it starts kicking in, when it starts hitting to 2, 3 years down the line, and they start seeing that no one is sending them money no more. Now, I've never been to jail, and I'd never want to go to jail. Jail's not for a place like me. You get me? No human should be in jail. I'm just being honest. You get me? But like I said, people, 3 years down the line, no one is sending them money no more. Their canteen is running low. They end up owing people money in prison for drugs. They ain't making no money in prison, neither on the road. Mental health starts kicking in now because their demons are getting in their head and making them feel like now they need to kill themselves or they need to start robbing other people on a jail wing. You've heard it all. Black men go to prison and make a business. It's true. A lot of black men are happy to say they go to prison and they made more money in prison than they made on the road. A lot of these black men don't want to get a job. They don't want to start thinking business minded. And when you check it out, it's because the black community lost God a long time ago, man. When you check it out, people, the way black people are living is not how they're meant to be living. Black people are actually well mannered, well respected, and don't let me lie. When they say black people are angry and this and that, you best believe black people are not angry. It's just that black people have venom. And venom means that if we go back to the ancient days, black people, like I said, were hunted down by cannibals. And black people were always on their guard, spiritually and physically. You get me? Not technologically. You get what I'm saying, people? So when you check it out now, it's only because we're living in modern times right now. People can't really see things because all you're seeing is you're getting up, you're going to work, and you're going back home. And now there's estates, there's things to do, there's things to buy, there's a lot of things for people to sell their soul and gain. So everything's a bit muddled up now. But back in the days, the ancient days, people, when none of that was going on, when it wasn't like this, modern time, it was more jungly. Black people out here hunting every single day, looking after their families, going out, getting food. They was working hard 7 days a week. There was no such thing as working hard 6 days a week and going to church on a Sunday. There was none of that going on. And all the black people were serving God until people started selling out. Once a lot of them sold out to the colonizers and the cannibals, that was it for the black people. The black people lost all spiritual authority. And this is why you see the black community is like this. And this is why my life growing up as a black man, people, is how it is. So I don't get away from none of this dark treatment that every black man is going through out here and every black woman is going through out here. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of other race out there that are going through similar problems as well. And like I said, there's good people in every race. There's a lot of people in different races out there. And when you check their DNA, they've got black in them. You get what I'm trying to say, people? So like I said, people, us black men, we go through a lot, man. And it's only when you wake up fully out here and you realise that life as a black man is tough. And if you're not careful, it's so easy for you to go down the wrong road and fall off. And that goes for living in a black community as well. And as bad as it sounds, people, living in a black family. Because we all know that when you look at our families, people, they're not good role models. You get me? So when you check it out, somebody has to do it. As a black man, you have to be telling yourself, you're going to be the one to try and change stuff and fix things. Because you can see where your family's heading, you can see where friends that you grew up with is heading, you can even see where the woman you're laying down in the bed with is heading. So you have to make your head mentally and spiritually strong out here, serve God and put your trust in God and lead yourself before you can lead others. And that's how life has to be as a black man out here. You get me? And people, like, I'm gonna leave this right here, but I'm just gonna say this quickly. As a black man out there and a black woman, be careful of friends. Be careful of friends. In times like these, no disrespect, but you have to be against black people as well sometimes, because, like I said, it's your own people killing you. So learn to separate from a lot of black people out here as long as the other races. You get me? And that's what you call not living off the world and being separate. So you have to come out from amongst them people to stay safe out here. And I'm just being honest with you. And this is how the black community can watch this video and, take notes, man. Take notes. Everything I say is facts. Everything I say is facts. So take notes and learn something, man. And start watching your people them out here, man. Because you're not going to start to see some mad shit happening, going on we're in 2025 right now. And if I'll be honest with you, before the black community can get better, there's going to be a storm, people. There's going to be a storm. So watch out for the wave, you get me? But I'm going to leave this video here, people. There's a boy, Proph Rye. Stay blessed. There's more videos to come. I'm out, man.